audiences outright. Dr. Phil just announced he will not tape in front of a live audience for at least the next 2 weeks. Also, effective immediately, there will be no studio audience at tapings of America's most popular game shows, Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy! Especially understandable since 79-year-old Alex Trebek is battling stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And Pat Sajak is 73.
There are new rules.
A nervous Wendy Williams announced today she'll be keeping her distance from her audience.
The new rule is that I'm doing most of the show from right here in this chair. I'm very serious.
Stephen Colbert usually runs around giving high fives. Not anymore.
So I don't know how you guys are feeling tonight, but I am staying positive. Not testing positive, just staying positive.
Good afternoon.
And look at this. It's the new seating arrangement for reporters at the Pentagon. Instead of being crowded together, they will now be seated 3 feet apart. That 3 feet rule is being advised for all aspects of life, especially in crowded areas like public transportation in New York City.
If you have a way to get to work that is not a subway train in rush hour, that's great.
Megan Alexander asked infectious disease expert Dr. Danielle Ompad for a subway survival guide.
Just try not to touch.
Her #1 rule, don't touch anything with your fingers, not even the ticket machine.
What we want to do is use a tissue to hold on. If you have a tissue, if you don't have a tissue, we could use our sleeve and we can hold on like this.
The governor of New York today deployed the National Guard and ordered a 1-mile containment zone in New Rochelle, the city just north of Manhattan that has been hit with the largest cluster of coronavirus cases in the nation. Schools, churches, synagogues, anywhere where large groups of people gather will be shuttered for 2 weeks. The order begins Thursday and lasts through March 25th. People will still be able to come and go unless they are under quarantine. Grocery stores will remain open, and the National Guard will assist in sanitizing the containment zone and distributing food to local residents.
It can't hurt. You gotta stop it somewhere.
I think it's scary because we never had this happen, and I think it's such an unusual and unique virus that, it's scaring people.
It is indeed. 27 people in this country have died due to the virus. Worldwide, that total exceeds 4,000. As we've told you, the president has been in contact with at least 3 people known to have been with a person infected with coronavirus. With more people in self-quarantine from possible exposure to COVID-19, some are asking if President Trump should be one of them.
With the coronavirus creeping closer to the president, should he self-quarantine?
Why not get tested yourself?
Well, I don't think it's a big deal. I would do it. I don't feel that any reason. I feel extremely good. I feel very good.
The White House says Trump is not being tested because he hasn't had prolonged contact with any infected individuals.
I spoke to the White House doctor, terrific guy, talented guy. He said he sees no reason to do it. There's no symptoms, no anything.
More lawmakers are revealing they're under self-quarantine, including Representative Doug Collins, who shook hands with Trump on Friday. Matt Gaetz, who was on board Air Force One and drove in Trump's limo on Monday, and Mark Meadows, Trump's incoming chief of staff, all came into contact with an infected 55-year-old man at CPAC, whose chairman, Matt Schlapp, spoke with Fox News host Laura Ingraham via Skype from his home outside D.C., where he is in self-quarantine.
We have no symptoms. Let me tell you something, it's better than that. Not only do I not have any symptoms, none of these congressmen have any symptoms.
Press people, asking whether the president got tested. Did the president get tested? It's like ridiculous. They're actually trying to argue that because the president's over age 70, that he is being, careless, irresponsible, and spreading it all around the world. That's implicit in the question.
The president's potential exposure to coronavirus is a big topic on TV.
What kind of risk is the president facing right now?
Well, the president's got the best doctors in the world.
We spoke to Dr. Michael Hurt of the Center for Integrative Medicine in California.
I don't think the president is at risk, provided that he's using